The Victorian era. A time of seismic shifts, not just in industry and empire, but in art, in perception. And at the heart of this changing world stood a new marvel. Photography. The ability to capture a moment, a face, a truth, in silver and light. It captivated society, from the common man to the crowned head. Within the very heart of the British royal family, this new art form found eager, and surprisingly skilled, practitioners. History readily recalls Queen Alexandra, consort of Edward VII, her Kodak camera a near constant companion. Her snapshots, often compiled into charity gift books, offered the public charming, informal glimpses into royal life, children at play, family holidays, a relaxed informality that humanized the monarchy. Then there was Princess Beatrice, Queen Victoria's youngest daughter, her mother's devoted companion. Beatrice too wielded a camera, her lens likely capturing the more intimate, poignant scenes of the Queen's later years, a private chronicle of a fading era. Their photographs, in different ways, have become part of the visual record, celebrated, published, acknowledged. But what of the others? What of the quieter passions, the talents perhaps overshadowed, or simply less publicly displayed? Consider Princess Victoria, the Princess Royal Vicky, eldest child of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. A woman of formidable intellect, groomed by her father for a significant European role, married to Crown Prince Frederick of Prussia, later the tragically short-reigned German Emperor Frederick III. Her life was one of immense promise, profound political insight, and ultimately, deep personal sorrow. A complex, often misunderstood figure, caught between her British homeland and her adopted Germany. Did this woman, with her keen mind and artistic sensibilities, she was a talented painter and sculptor, also turn her gaze to the burgeoning art of photography? The evidence suggests yes. Princess Victoria, like her mother and several of her siblings, developed an interest in this captivating new medium. But unlike her sister-in-law Alexandra, or her younger sister Beatrice, Vicky's photographic pursuits have remained largely in the shadows of historical narrative. Why this relative obscurity? Was her output less prolific? Was it deemed too private, given the often turbulent political and personal landscapes she navigated in Prussia and later, the unified Germany? Or was it simply that her other talents, her intellectual prowess, her very public and often controversial role as Crown Princess and Empress, overshadowed this more personal artistic endeavor? Imagine the potential perspectives her lens might have offered. Alexandra's photographs often exuded a sense of relaxed domesticity, a public-facing charm. Beatrice's, a tender, familial intimacy. But Vicky, living in Berlin, a central figure in a court often at odds with her liberal English upbringing, a witness to Bismarck's rise and the complex unification of Germany. What scenes did her camera capture? Were they formal portraits, studies of her children, landscapes of the German estates? Or did her sharp, analytical mind perhaps use the camera in a more documentary fashion, a silent witness to the era she inhabited? The very act of a princess, especially one of Vicky's intellectual caliber, engaging with photography in its formative decades, is significant. It required patience, a degree of technical understanding, and an artistic eye. It was a modern pursuit for a modern-minded woman. In an age where women's roles were often rigidly defined, photography offered a new avenue for expression, for observation, for creation. Consider the intimacy of the process in those early days. The careful preparation of plates, the long exposure times, the alchemy of the darkroom. For Vicky, a woman often isolated by political intrigue and personal grief, particularly after the early death of her beloved husband, Emperor Frederick, could photography have been a solace? A means of focusing her keen intellect, a way to frame and perhaps control, even in a small way, the world around her. We don't have vast, published collections of Vicky's photographs in the same way we do for Alexandra. Her contribution to the Royal Photographic Archive is more elusive, more whispered. Perhaps her surviving images are scattered, held within private family collections, uncaptioned, their creator unheralded. This doesn't diminish her interest, nor its potential significance. It adds an element of mystery, a tantalizing glimpse into another facet of a remarkable, yet often tragic, royal life. The suspense lies not in a dramatic event, but in the quiet potential of what remains unseen, or unrecognized. What stories do her photographs tell, if only we could fully access them? Do they reveal a different side to the formidable Princess Royal, a softer focus, a more personal vision amidst the grandeur and turmoil of her public existence? The camera, in her hands, might have been more than just a tool for capturing likenesses. It could have been a confidant, a sketchpad for her observations, a quiet rebellion of personal expression in a life lived largely on a public, political stage. So, while Queen Alexandra's Kodak moments and Princess Beatrice's family albums have taken their rightful place in royal history, let us also remember the quieter click of another royal shutter. Princess Victoria, the intellectual Princess Royal, navigating the courts of Europe, also saw the world through a lens. Her photographic legacy may be less prominent, less catalogued, but her engagement with this art form adds another layer to our understanding of this complex woman, and the pioneering spirit that touched even the most elevated echelons of Victorian society. A hidden passion, perhaps, but a testament to the enduring human need to capture, to create, to see and to be seen, even if only through the subtle artistry of a forgotten lens.